Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Oblong Polka Dots and my name is Kerr, and on this channel we talk about makeup, skincare, and beauty. So if that's something you're into, you've come to the right place. Today we are using an LA Girl Pro Mastery palette, and it's this one right here in pink. And these palettes come with a gigantic mirror, and these are the colors. So clearly we are going with pink today. I normally do my makeup in a gradient from lightest to darkest, so we'll figure out what we're going to do. I'm either going to go with this column here or maybe this row here. Don't know yet. What I do know is we need to prep. So let's start off with our trusty Essence Prime Like a Boss eyeshadow base, which I use all the time. Keeps my makeup from smudging and moving all over the joint. And we're just going to, let's see, what's that? Please don't say this is empty yet. There's still a couple squeezes left. Okay. Couple squeezes left. I'm really using this down to the last drop. I try to get the most out of my products that I can. There we go. And then for my face, I have been obsessed, I think I can safely use that word, with the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. I'm loving this stuff so much. The way that it leaves my makeup throughout the day is just like, I don't know what they put in this, but it's probably one of the first products I've used where I don't actually have to blot my makeup at all during the day. And I get pretty oily around my nose and my mouth, and there's something in here that's like preventing that. It's almost like an antiperspirant for your skin. It's just like stopping all the oil from coming through. So I'm loving it. I definitely recommend it. It's at a really affordable price point. And yeah, this is good stuff. I'm telling you guys, the products that come from the drugstore, don't sleep on it. Especially my girlies out here that love to get luxury products. These drugstore products, they will give you a run for your money. So let's start off with this palette. We're going to grab, let's see, move this mirror a little bit so I can see. Okay. I see this really pretty pink right here. Ooh, ooh. This one right here. So we're going to put that in the crease and we'll see what happens. Let's see. Also, it's hot, so the window is open because it's summertime right now. Yeah, okay. This is pretty. I hope you guys can see it. It really does look pink on my lid, which is great because I think the last couple of colors I tried out from one of these palettes, the way that it presented on my skin was different from the pan. And I noticed that sometimes I'll look at the pan and think a color is lighter, but it's actually darker. And then I also noticed that sometimes if you have a color that's closer to coral, it'll look more orange on the skin. So I think I need to look at that color wheel, the color theory, to see how colors look on brown skin. Okay. Yes, I like this. This is a good crease color. I'm just going to work it up a little bit. A little, not a lot. And we're just hitting that brow bone right there. That's our stopping point. Brush goes no further. Just swirling it around, making sure that we're blending up. Just like that. Hope you guys can see it. I think you can. Okay, so I think that's good. I don't want to go overboard, and you know how I get. I'm just like, oh, just a little bit more. Next thing you know, it's like somewhere in my eyebrow. Okay, so for my lid, I think I'm going to go with that pink that's right next to it. Yeah, I feel like we're just going to go across this row. So we're going to go here. I'm going to start with that one. we have a flat brush here, and let's see what it looks like. We're just going to put this on the first half of the lid. It's like a pretty kind of dusty rose color. I love these palettes. Their formula is a drier formula, but their mattes really do lay out beautifully. Love it. All about that life. I'm going to pat some more on here. Again, I'm just coming about halfway to the lid, about here. See that line? Yes, indeed. Gorgeous. These palettes are so good, you guys. And they're affordable. I mean, they rival any high-end palette. You don't have to be obsessed with the higher-end palettes and digging deep into your pocketbook. You really don't. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. Same brush. We're just going to use that here for the second half of the lid, so we can get some dimension going. This one is a little bit, this one seems to have a sort of dustier quality to it versus the other one I just put on. So they're both dry, but this one has a little more kickback. Not a lot. Not enough to be concerned, but I just wanted to point it out. So that's on the second half of the lid. And then for my topper, I think I'm going to go in with whatever this shade is right here. Since we're staying on the same row, we'll try that one. And same brush. Let's see what it looks like. Right there in the center. Start here. Ooh. I wonder, you know, I was going to put down my NYX glitter primer, but I don't think I want it to be that pronounced. So we're just going to pop this on as is without any help. Yeah, I think that's good enough. But as you can imagine, if you use the primer, this would be even more pronounced, right? So I do like it though. Again, you buy this palette, you could probably use it to death. There's so much product in here and it's so good. You really are not going to run out of the ability to make different looks. And there's colors that are in here that are deep enough that you can go sultry, you can do daytime looks, you can do just monochromatic looks like I'm doing right now. It's just, you know, soft glam, whatever you want to do. So that's what we're working with. Love it. Love it. All right, let's set this down for a minute and start working on the rest of the face. I think I forgot to grab a sponge, so I might need to just grab a brush for my base. So I'm going to use my L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum in shade 7 to 8 Tan Deep. You guys have seen me use this 1,000 times at this point because it is that good. And then I just need a brush, something to smooth it out a bit. We're going to go in with this brush from Sephora. It's a number 70 for flat top. My dropper on mine broke, so I'm just going to smear a little bit of it onto the brush, and then we'll tap a little bit onto the face, and then we'll blend it out. So a little here, and a little here, a little here. Oh, you guys. Oh my gosh. Pause. I forgot to use my color corrector from Milani. This is in number 4, which is, don't drop it, which is Nectar. So we're gonna go like this real quick because we want to cancel out some of the gray that's underneath my eye and this melasma, which is bound to plague me for the rest of my life. It's okay though. I got a baby out the deal, so I feel like that's a good trade. I guess he's not a baby anymore, he's 12, but still. Okay, back to the brush. Okay, so we're just gonna blend this in. And this serum is so nice, you guys. It feels so, so good. It's definitely a serum first and then a tint second. So emphasis on the serum for sure. I'm just going to pat this in. See if we can blend it out with the brush. See if I can keep from poking my eye out. I don't know why I'm so rough when it comes to a brush, you guys. I really don't know. Like, oh, like don't hit your face with it. Just use it carefully, right? I think that's why I like to use a sponge, honestly, because I feel like with a sponge I have a little more control. Although when I first started doing my makeup, I exclusively used brushes, so. Okay, that looks good. Put a little here, put a little there. Yeah, looks good. I think we blended it out. That's what that looks like. It's very skin-like, which I love. You guys know I do. I'm going to set this down for a second, and then I'm going to go in with my Lancome Tainted Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer in the shade 470. This is almost empty. Come on. Okay, and then I need a different brush for this. So let's grab, this is one of my favorite concealer brushes. This is from Morphe. It's the M173. Love this. So we're going to use that to blend in our concealer. And we're just patting it in. Same as I would if I were using a sponge. I love this brush so much that when I found out Morphe was having some business issues, I went out and bought like 7 of these. Because I was like, we're not going to run out of this brush. I have not been able to find a replacement that's suitable at this time, so I have backups hopefully for years. And I do treat my brushes pretty well, so they last for a really long time. Okay, looks good. Best concealer ever. Ever. Love it. Okay, so now that that's blended in, do you see why I like this concealer so much? Look at that. It looks like skin. And that's the look we're going for. We're gonna go ahead and, oof, let's put that away. Try to keep the area clean. I should show you guys what it looks like when I go to set up my makeup in the morning. It looks crazy. I like dump so much stuff onto this little tiny table, but it's everything that I need, and I can just reach for it and grab it and put it all on. So for my liner, I'm gonna go in with this one from Urban Decay. It's called Love Drug. We're just gonna line the lash line. And then we're gonna go and line the waterline. The reason I do that is it makes my lashes look thicker. Can you tell the difference between this lash and this lash? Can you see what I mean? How, I don't know if it's picking up, but I like to keep my liner as close to my lashes, even on top of my lashes, and then lining my waterline, because it makes it look like I have more lashes than I do. It's like an illusion. There we go. And then I'm not going to line my lower lash line. I talk about this a lot because when I do that, I feel like it closes off my eye and it ages me. And I don't need any help aging. I'm 44. We are good to go on the aging train. All right, so for my powder, I'm going to use the Ruby Kisses HD Set and Forget powder. Remember, don't use too much because if you do, you're going to look casket ready. This stuff is super bright. I'll tell you what, it's going to have your makeup snatched for the day. It's going nowhere. This just locks it all into place. There we go. Makeup is going nowhere, you guys, at all. It's staying for the day. And to make doubly sure that it goes nowhere, we are going to be using our Milani Make It Last Peach Scented Setting Spray. This is discontinued. If you find it at Marshall's or Ross, grab a couple bottles. This stuff is really good. And it definitely has an artificial peach smell, but it's not anything that's so strong that it's going to bother me. I didn't add any blush today because I just wasn't sure. We'll see. We'll see. So for my eyebrows, I'm going to grab my little trusty pencil from MAC and Spiked. My eyebrows are tattooed, but I do like to fill them in sometimes. Today is one of those sometimes kind of days. So what I'm going to do is just brush the hairs down, and then I'm going to go into the spots that are a little more sparse because I just wanted a slightly stronger brow. Ever so slight. And then after we fill in those sparse areas, we'll go ahead and brush those hairs back up. I definitely need to go back and just get them filled in. I just haven't done it yet. And she's always booked. The woman that did my brows does incredible work, and she has a really good reputation. So for my Seattleites, she's over in Bellevue. She did my brows, she did my mom's brows, she did some other people's brows that I know. She just did a really good job. Okay, so that's filled. It's a very dramatic brow. And we're going to just brush these up a little bit. Brush them all back into place. Just like that. There we go. All right, well, I'm getting hives not using blush, so I guess I'm going to use blush. I have a blush that's sitting here I haven't tried yet, and it's from Benefit Cosmetics, and it's called Starlaa. Starlaa with 2 A's. This one. It's a little box. Their packaging is so cute, you guys. It's a little box, and it does come with a mirror, and this is what the blush looks like. Again, I haven't used this yet, so let's see what it looks like. Just dip my brush in there. Just pop this right here on top. I have to say, though, that there is blush that's already on this brush that I've used previously, so that is mixing in with this new one. But not too much. Ooh, this is nice. Do we have a new favorite? Possibly. It is possible. I like the way this looks on my skin. This is really pretty. Can you see that? Ooh. Okay. Okay, Benefit. I see you. Huh. I never would have thunk it. This isn't really a brand that I gravitate towards. I think that there's a mascara they make that I like. Otherwise, I just never would have thought to grab a blush from them. Honestly, I always thought their blushes were made for people with a much lighter skin tone than my own. So I never really considered them. But yeah. Oh, I think we have a new favorite. Nice. Starlaa. Okay. Thanks, Benefit. Glad I gave you the benefit of the doubt. I'm such a corny corny person. I don't know. It's corny. I'm trying to make jokes and it's probably not working. Let's do a little mirroring with this shadow though, because I feel like it's not, I need it to pop a little bit more. So I'm going in with those same shadows that I used on the top, and I'm just tying them into the bottom. That's all I'm doing. And then after that, we'll pop some mascara on. We're just mirroring the top and the bottom. Let's do that pink. Yeah, I really like this palette, you guys, a lot. But these are my kind of colors. These pinks are really smoky, kind of mauve-y, that sort of deal, and I love that. I'm here for it. Yeah, see how that just gives like another dimension when you mirror the top and the bottom? So instead of lining the lower lash line, this is a really good alternative if you're trying to find a way to add some depth. And you can be like me and just overdo it, where you just keep putting on more and more, or you can stop at a reasonable point. So for today's mascara, we are going to be using the Essence Big Lashes Volume Curl Mascara, which I've been loving. This is the one with the funny shaped wand. I do like it though. I like this formula. It feels good. It almost feels like it's, I mean, mascara is going to coat your lashes, but it also feels like it's doing something. Like it has some kind of vitamins or something in it. And the other day I totally went overboard and got this all over my lid, so I'm trying to be careful. But I was also in a hurry, so you know how that is. Haste makes waste. This mascara though, it lasts for a long time too, and I don't have any problems with it. Like it doesn't flake or anything throughout the day. I think Essence just really has their mascara formulas dialed in. I've tried a bunch of their mascaras and there's not one that I've tried that I have not liked. Some more than others, but I like them all so far. And there's one in particular I love, that Lash Princess. That one is amazing. I like the one in the pink bottle too. A little more. I know. I'm just feeling kind of like a dramatic, thick, heavy lash with this look. Because I'm not wearing any lashes, so I feel like I can really coat this stuff on. There we go. Okay. I like it. Do you like it too? Can you see that? I do like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so we are going to finish up with this Gucci lipstick. This is the other one that's had me in a chokehold. This is the Mildred Rosewood. You guys saw the other one from the other day. This is the one that I alternate it with. So it's just a really nice formula. It's not anything heavy, and it's neutral enough that it gives a my lips but better. And I like the formula because it's glossy. So it just matches everything. If you guys are looking for a high-end luxury lipstick that really does perform and really does look nice and is a nice quality, not just the name, these Gucci lipsticks, honey, these are it. They are definitely worth the spend. I can tell you, they're worth it. I have several and I love them. So for today's fragrance, we are going to be wearing the Kate Spade Sherry Eau de Parfum. Top notes are raspberry, mandarin orange, red currant. Middle notes sweet pea, jasmine. Base musk, white woods. And then the main accords are fruity, sweet, floral, citrus, musky, white floral, soft spicy, fresh, and woody. I've already worn this and I really love the way it smelled. Whew. And yes, I oversprayed. But it's not offensive. And I love it. So I hope you guys like this look. Let me know if you decide to do it too. I highly recommend this palette. If you have similar tastes to mine, this is the palette for you. These colors, like, let me show you one more time. These colors are so pretty. These neutrally, sort of pink, mauve-y. You see how the shimmers work. You guys, you can wear this palette all year long. It's a beautiful palette. Definitely work friendly. All right, that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.